Yes. We back with another one. SHOWspeaks 27. We rolling, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not in my usual space, I said this on my last one. Just bear with me. I'm preparing to upgrade, so I'm going through a transition. But nonetheless, I'm still here, you know what I'm saying, giving you this good game, you know what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you get the content, you know, as soon as I drop it, boom, you get it. And you won't miss out, you know what I'm saying? You won't have to go looking, searching, find it. You know, it'll be right there. So, you know, okay, 702 Visions, District 1104. Today, you know, I got 3 interesting topics today, you know, per usual, as usual, you know what I'm saying? And so I ain't gonna hold y'all up. First order of business. I'm sure everybody's heard of child support. You know what I'm saying? Child support. I'm sure we know a lot of men that are victims of a corrupt system. Now, ladies, don't feel some type of way cause you got a nigga on child support. And some of y'all don't give a fuck, you know, like it's no mercy. You know, you glad that nigga in the system getting railroaded. But for the ladies that, you know, that ain't on that type of time, you know what I'm saying? It's some of y'all out there. And for whatever reason, you know, good or bad, you got your child's father on child support. So I'm not talking about you saying that you are a part of the corruption. You just a pawn, really. They're using you to get to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically all it is. Our women are like bamboozled, like we all are, you know what I'm saying? Not just the women, you know, men too. But women in particular, y'all are really bamboozled. Cause they hit y'all with feminism, they hit y'all with welfare, you know, benefits, child support. They just gave y'all they just blazed the path where you can go down this road and just demolish a nigga, fuck a nigga all up. They gave y'all the opportunity to do so if that's what you want to do. Real shit. Like, you know, the white women, the white people, they laughing at your ass for doing your man like that. Like, let's just pause for a second. What other race of woman says they're strong and independent and they don't need a man? I haven't seen another race of woman say that about their men. I swear to God. And it's not a slight. And I'm not talking about you. Like, you've been bamboozled. You've been deceived. You know what I'm saying? You've been tampered with and corrupted. So I ain't mad at you. I ain't talking about you. I'm just letting you know the truth. You might think it's this, but no, it's really that. The white women used y'all. The white man used you. Or, I don't really like saying white, putting color on shit, but, you know, because I'm not a racist. You know, I'm just stating facts. I'm not a racist, you know, but if that's not you, then I'm not talking about you. I'm not referring to you. So, you know, let me put my disclaimer to you people too. But I just had to get that out the way, you know, talking to my women, you know, our women, you know what I'm talking about. So, don't think you're doing something. You really helping the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So whether you give a fuck about that or not, I'm just letting you know. But the nature of a woman doesn't really care for the man. The nature of a woman cares for the child. So in her case, she might feel like this is what's best for her child, But we all know the truth of that. But child support. Okay, so Tennessee has passed a new law, where now when you have a baby, you get a paternity test automatically. You know what I'm saying? And if there's any paternity fraud, that's now a crime. See, you used to be able to just put a baby on a nigga and by the grace of God, the man feels some type of way, he catch you or just whatever, and he take a route of, trying to get a DNA test or whatever, and you get one, boom, it turned out the kid not his, and now this man done spent money, time, effort, thinking this is his kid, but the whole time you knew it wasn't, or it's a big possibility it wasn't. So at first y'all just get away with this shit, but now it seems like it's gonna be some consequences. So that's gonna have a domino effect on child support. So you're not gonna be able to put a guy on child support without actually knowing that this is the child. So this is the child's father. Apparently, for Tennessee to make such a law or a bill to that has to be passed and have such language in it, apparently it's a lot of bullshit going on, and Tennessee is tired of taking money and resources covering for mistakes or just bullshit, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. They tired of the bullshit. Even Tennessee tired of it, y'all. So ladies, this is a testament to you. So not all ladies, of course. I said that, I'm saying it again. But for you ones that think it's a game and think, railroading a nigga is cute and deserving and all this shit, that's for y'all. That's for y'all. So I got an article and I'm gonna read this from the Tennessean. New proposed bill will protect Tennessee's parents from paternity fraud. Representative Antonio Parkinson's proposed bill will ensure that the actual biological father is listed on the birth certificate of the child. So like I said, when you have a baby now, we gonna know who daddy is now. Ain't none of that. I got a gump ass nigga that's gonna take care of me so I can cheat on him or lie on him or just get away with murder with this nigga by fucking the nigga that I really wanna fuck, but he don't want me or he ain't shit, and I can get pregnant by him and just say it's this gump ass nigga baby because he gonna take care of it anyway. So a lot of that is going on, apparently. So Tennessee trying to put a stop to this shit. So let me keep reading. Recently, I was approached by a young man who told me he had been in a long-term relationship. Together they had a son and he signed the voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. They were not married. 5 years later, he found out the mother had been unfaithful during the time they were together. He and the child took a DNA test. The results proved that he was not the father. Subsequently, the relationship ended, as it should. The woman then sued him for child support. Wow. See, that corrupt system allows women to do this. See, like, women wouldn't even be able to do this if the system didn't allow it. See, they giving you a green light to fuck over men, you know, our men, you know, your man, you know, not other cultures, yours. All right, so, but of course, this type of stuff does happen in other cultures, but it's specifically targeted and drilled in our women to take advantage of shit like this. I'm gonna keep reading. In juvenile court, he presented the DNA evidence to the magistrate and was basically told somebody's got to feed him and it will be you. It's a crock of bullshit. Like, that's bullshit. And this is a judge saying this in court. I'm gonna keep reading. He was ordered to pay child support and found in arrears. Eventually, his license was suspended and he was pulled over in jail for driving on a suspended license. Still sitting in jail, he lost his job. Now, this is the type of shit a man goes through. First of all, the child wasn't his. Second of all, he showed the judge proof. Third of all, the judge said, fuck your proof. You a gump. So, you finna have to, you finna have to pay for this child. Fourth of all, they take your license if you don't pay. So they took his license. Fifth of all, he didn't start out from scratch. He started out with a rearage of 5 years. So he's already starting out behind the 8 ball, you know what I'm saying? He got back pay. Sixth of all, you're gonna lock me up if I don't pay this child support. In order for me to pay for this child support, I gotta get a job, you say, right? In order for me to get to the job, I need transportation. Okay? You also will lock me up if I don't have a license when I'm driving my transportation. So you take my license, knowing I still have to work, because you said it. Somebody has to feed this child, and it's going to be me, right? Well, I still got to get to work. But you take my license. You know what I'm saying? So now I get pulled over, I go to jail, and now I lose the job. Now I'm back at square one. So this is what men all over the country are going through. Stuff like this. And it's sad, man. It's sad. Thinking about it, it'll make you mad, make you furious. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I've been on child support since I was 17, basically. And I'm 37. My child's grown, and I've gone through stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to keep reading. Because he voluntarily signed and it has passed a 5-year period to rescind the voluntary acknowledgement, he was deemed the legal parent. Bullshit. Through this process, the actual biological parent's child was stolen from him. Finally, under this scenario, the child's right to have their legal biological father listed on their birth certificate, and in some cases their lives, was stolen from them also. Multiple reports state that 1/3 of the signatures on birth certificates from unmarried couples do not reflect the biological father's name. 1/3 of babies being born in hospitals, the biological father does not reflect on the birth certificate. So either father's not there or it's the wrong father. Or she just decided, I don't want his name on there. Those are three options that reflect this statement. Under House Bill 2698/Senate Bill 1777, fathers could still voluntarily sign. But in order for the birth certificate to be officially validated, the signer must provide the results of a DNA test to vital records. This will ensure that the actual biological father is listed on the birth certificate of the child. The Tennessee Department of Human Services, who oversees the child support program, is fighting vigorously to kill the bill. Why? Because the department feels any changes in their enforcement rules could possibly jeopardize the $52 million in funding it receives from federal government for its child support enforcement programs. In addition, DHS could also potentially receive millions more for reaching a quota of 90% acknowledged births, with yet another bonus out there for exceeding the quota. So there is possibly a huge financial motivation to turn a blind eye to individuals blindly signing the VAP form, the birth certificate. The DHS program actually aids paternity fraud by allowing unsuspected fathers to blindly sign a birth certificate without DNA proof of actual biological fatherhood. In fairness to DHS, there is a 60-day grace period to remove your name from a birth certificate. Also, a father can contest paternity in court, where a DNA test will be ordered. There's a 5-year period where one could go through the expensive legal process to rescind the voluntary acknowledgement of paternity, but they will have the burden of proving it was done fraudulently. It was after this 5-year period where the young man I was talking about was locked in legally for blindly signing the voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. So I know a lot of men who choose to take on another man's child with a woman. I know women feel like, we're a package deal. This is what you're supposed to do. No, it's not what I'm supposed to do. It's a choice. It's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? If I don't want to do that, I'm not doing it. It's not my child, not my responsibility. And the man has the right to say that if, that's how he feels. Of course, just reading this article, a lot of men just blindly do that. And you could potentially get fucked like this guy, And there's nothing you can do, Like the system is set up for you to fall in the trap. They let you do it. Just like they said, child support is gonna fight this. They're gonna fight this bill. They don't want that. Cause just by reading the article, child support don't give a fuck who the father is. They want your black ass to pay. That's it. She could bring anybody in this motherfucker. So, and yeah, they gonna put it on you. They get government assistance. The more people they put on child support, the more the government gives them. So it's an incentive. So if this bill passes and there's no more fraud, it's no more government money to go around. All of this can be remedied by simply requiring a DNA test on the front end to alleviate any challenges and potential emotional scarring for the child, the wrongfully accused father, the mother, and the rightfully biological father. We always hear the words, do what's best for the child. As a state, we should do just that. Keep the child at the forefront and do what's best on the front end to minimize the pain and hurt on the back end. Now, this is a dope article and it's a dope bill. Hopefully, the rest of the states follow up and you know, press the button on this. I think this should be across the board, all over the world. Like, you shouldn't be able to railroad a man like that, you know. And then on the back end, railroad him again, you know, with child support. You know, so the woman get to fuck you over, and then the system get to fuck you over, you know. And they say this is what's best for the child. No, you know, like they said, it's a lot of hurt on the back end. You know, what about that guy who spent 5 years, you know, thinking a child was his? You know, bonding, you know, emotional, you know, and he can't get out of that. You know, like the article said, he can't get out of that. He's stuck in it. You know, the only way is the girl doing what she rightfully should do and don't look like she's doing it. So, man, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. You just, as a man, you just can't get caught up like that. You know, they say, you know, a woman can be a man's biggest downfall, and in my 37 years of life, that can be true. But only if the man let it happen like that. And a lot of times, the women do a lot of fuck shit. You know, let's just keep it real. I know women are gonna fight this. They're not gonna like this. Not the ones that's already gotten away with it or getting away with it now, but you know, the ones coming up and want to use the system, you know, who want to put a nigga on child support if she want to do that, you know. It's, you know, they're not gonna like it, you know, but I guess Tennessee is coming to its senses. Like, look, we can't keep fucking over men like this. You know, we just can't keep doing it. You know, so I'm guessing they got some decency about themselves, and somebody finally did the right thing, cause child support is very, very corrupt. They even put child support on your credit. That's how bad they want to fuck you. Like, they don't want this to even get away from you. You know what I'm saying? And how that hurts you is, if you ain't paying, they put it on the credit. And you might be flawless everywhere else, but, you know, you wasn't flawless with child support. So now that can hurt your credit. So, it's all type of tactics, it's all type of objectives and agendas to stop us from procreating. This type of pressure on the man will put something in the man's head to not procreate with women, you know, and population control is very, very real. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot to think about. Women, try not to be too full of shit. I mean, it's other ways you can fuck a nigga over or get back. You know, try not to do this shit. Like, this is like pure evil. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it. You know. But yeah, man. Shout out to Tennessee for finally trying and attempting to do something right.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Next order of business. Now, I know, we all know P. Diddy, right? So, he been in the game a long time. You know, started out as Puff Daddy back in the late 80s, you know, going into the 90s, 2000s, so on and so on. Been in the game a long time, you know, and he did a very good gesture for his artists recently. P. Diddy has given his bad boy former artists that was all on his label, who we all collect a check from over the years, he gave them back their publishing, which is a good gesture, a good deed. The least he can do. He been eating and getting rich off this shit since, you know, way back when. You know what I'm talking about? And this just came out of nowhere, you know, so it's a head scratcher for me, because I know all the bullshit, you know, this man like does to his artists and people in the game, you know, to sustain his reign. You know what I'm saying? To stay on the level Diddy been on for the amount of time, you had to burn a lot of bridges. You had to fuck over a lot of people. You had to be an evil dude. Hands down, there's no way around it. You know, no way around it. And if you've been following Diddy recently, he's been in some trouble. He lost Ciroc. He lost DeLeon or something like that, another brand. What else did he do? I don't know what happened with. It's some other venture he was in that pretty much dropped him. All he have now is Revolt and Bad Boy, in which we know Bad Boy. We don't know Diddy for music. Let's just keep it a buck, like, you know. So, far as that, we already know that ain't been active in a while, type shit, as far as the artist or music. So, you know, for a while now, it's just been Revolt, Ciroc, you know, pretty much business rather than music. You know what I'm saying? So, basically what I'm trying to say, he's been in some trouble financially, or he's been taking a hit financially, as far as, you know, his constituents, his peers, people that he rub elbows with, people he be in, you know, those meeting rooms with, you know, obviously something's going on. So, for him to give away money is real suspect. Now let me take you back. Before I bring it back all the way to now, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to when Biggie was alive. You know, top of the game at the time. Diddy was on top. You know, now unfortunately, Diddy was in bad positions with his artists. I can't recall no artist that really like fuck with Diddy now, that felt like he was a good dude, did good business, and, you know, yada yada. They all talk bad about him. They all got bad blood. They all know they've been fucked over. You know, so you got people that share their testimonies, that share what really happened back then. You know what I'm saying? All the way till now. Like, my God, like, you got Gene Deal, his former bodyguard. He's been exploding on him. He's been telling all the dirt, all the juice, all the tea. You know, Diddy clearly stated that he don't give a fuck if Tupac gotta die, Biggie gotta die, or Suge gotta go to jail. You know, he coming out on top. And lo and behold, all three of those happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. You know, Kim Porter, his daughter's wife. I mean, the mother of his daughters. You know, rest in peace to her. Big rumors out, and it's really not even a rumor. Those of us in the know, we know what's going on. So we already know he had something to do with her being killed. You know what I'm saying? Probably sacrificed her more than likely. She was finna come out with a tell-all book. Next thing you know, she's dead. It's a well-known singer from back in the day. Was close with Kim. I think his name is DeBarge. Heartbroken. You know, he told his side. Kim Porter's sister is now coming out telling secrets about Diddy. He's a faggot. Shit. He's fucked with Usher, Justin Bieber. You name it. He's done had rendezvous, you know, sessions and just all type of gay shit with other artists, you know, in the game. You know, Jamie Foxx, Cat Williams. Like, we can go on and on, you know. Of course, Gene Deal, his former bodyguard, he had a lot to say about that. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is not like a secret. You know what I'm saying? Clive Davis has came out already and said he's bisexual. And Clive Davis is Diddy's man. That's who put him on. So 2 and 2 is 4 to me. You know, like I don't gotta, you know, I don't need confirmation on that. I already know. You know what I'm saying? And let's see, Keefe D recently got raided at his Vegas or California home. I'm not sure. But the feds came and got him for the murder of Tupac. That shit was like 20 plus years ago. And Keefe D, I don't know why he would choose to go on Vlad and just open his mouth and talk like nobody's listening or watching with this culture vulture, DJ Vlad. Like, I have no idea why you motherfuckers go on that platform and just spew all type of shit. Like, fuck it if he the feds. You're going on there talking. Literally, like, you going on there talking, bruh. I don't want to hear that shit, he the feds. Your motherfucking ass going on there talking. So, that's that on that. Keefe D, maybe he shouldn't have did it. But, of course, you know, you get a check. You know, he pays him a certain amount to come on there and interview and talk. So maybe he needed the money, wanted the money, and so he, you know, went on there and talked. But once again, Diddy has ties in that. You know what I'm saying? It's articles. Even Keefy D said it. And that's why they picked his ass up, because he been saying too much on the Vlad, podcast. And so it's a possibility, Diddy is gonna get picked up by the feds. Possibility, we're not saying it. So that might be the reason for the gesture of giving back the publishing. This is my opinion, cause it don't make sense. This guy will fuck you over, blackball you. He won't even let you get a job at a radio station. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stories on these people in the industry, you just gotta go listen to firsthand people that dealt with them, worked with them, was their artist, signed to them, managed them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they clearly tell you what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? Or what was this or what was that. So this guy will fuck you over. Look at all his artists, bro. Look at all his artists, bro. They die or they go to fucking Jesus. Shine. Went to jail. Got out. Now he's Muslim, Islam, a politician. Not the same hardcore Shine he was when he went in. Loon. Look at Loon. Now he's into faith in Jesus and Christ and God and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go on and on. Keith Murray, Mark Curry, he aired him out. Mark Curry said he fucked the publishing. It ain't even worth shit. Give me the money. And I feel him on that. A lot of artists are selling their catalogs. Lil Wayne, Future, Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber. These are big ass artists selling their catalogs, selling their publishing. So it couldn't be worth shit now. Especially when you're not even on the level of a Justin Bieber, a Lil Wayne, or Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? A Future. You're not even on the level of them. So former bad boy artists, they publishing ain't worth shit. And that's probably why he gave it to him. Like, that's basically a middle finger, like, fuck you. I don't know. Maybe they get something, but it ain't worth shit. When artists is selling their whole catalogs for millions of dollars, like, it couldn't be worth shit. But that's my opinion on it. He's being nice. He's probably not saying he is, but probably, maybe he in some dirt. The company's dropping him, or the deals are going bad per se, and this is something to keep his name in good faith. This is something to keep people from talking. These artists, just like his bodyguard, know all his secrets. Going in the sex store buying butt plugs, going in the room naked with a big name rapper. Gene Deal laid it all out, and others as well. You know what I'm saying? Stories about Mace, of course. Mace was this guy. You know what I'm saying? At a one point in time, he also went to Jesus, came back. But yeah, even him, even they got a back and forth, and I'm sure Mace knows hell a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? A hell of a lot of dirt on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's just it's funny, but not so funny. Those artists, they deserve their check. They never got it. They got fucked over signing contracts. We know how the rap game is. And yeah, they just fucked over. But now they get it back. It ain't worth shit, my opinion. But maybe it's something for them. Maybe it might be worth something to them. because they're not, relevant or just out there like that, but that's what I got to say on Diddy, man. You not slick. I don't think this some real nigga shit, but just something to just make you look good, and something to make the people that got dirt on you potentially not say nothing. If you get pulled up by the feds for the old Tupac murder, that we already know you set up Biggie, all that shit. So that's my thoughts on Diddy, man. Y'all let me know in the comments. Alright, last order of business, and this is kind of a good one. B Jizzle, BG, Baby Gangster, Hot Boy, you know what I'm saying? He out. You know what I'm saying? They let him free, man. Finally, man. His dreads all the way down, picked up some weight, BG was, one of the hard ones of the group. One of the first ones in the group, I would say, Baby put on. And I would say BG probably got the most songs. From back in the day, that Hot Boy shit, BG probably made the most songs. He definitely got like a few solo albums before Wayne even put his first one out. And Juvie. So, shout out to him, man. Big shout out to him. Turk got out a few years ago. So we don't really know what the case is, with him. Just, good to be out, you a legend. If you grew up early 90s, early 2000s in the South, Hot Boys, Baby and them, they had this shit on lock, man. Stop fucking playing. Stop playing. Had it on lock. And the Hot Boys was definitely they were like our shit. They were our legends, and they still are. Even though Wayne surpassed all of them by miles and miles, but we can't forget the Hot Boys, baller blocking. We can't forget none of that, man. The only thing I'm registering is seeing Baby go pick him up. Like, I thought they was beefing. I thought it was a riff. I thought Baby took the money from you. I thought the nigga owed you some shit, nigga, and you want your shit. But Baby up, BG down. So we're down at the moment, far as he been in jail. He ain't on the street, so yeah, that's down to me. You know what I'm saying? You locked up, you ain't on the street, that's down. Not count his pockets, I don't know shit about that, but he's down in that sense. And Baby came and got him. They went to the NO, of course. Had the street sold up, you know what I'm saying? And who knows what's gonna come out of this. Musically, I'm sure we'll probably hear something, but I ain't taking it too serious. That man been gone for he been gone a long time. It'll probably take a while to get that juice back. And really get acclimated to this new generation. The new generation don't know shit about BG or Hot Boy. Folks my age and a little bit younger, a little bit older, we the ones that know about that Hot Boy lifestyle, know about BG, Baby Gangster, you know what I'm saying, baller blocking. And so it's for him to come out and put out some music and think he's gonna shoot up. I don't know about that. Unless he get a nice feature from a popping artist or some shit, we can see it happen that way. But it's just good to see BG out. Turk, Juvie and Wayne, they've been out. So officially now all the hot boys on the streets, man. So man, I miss my dogs. Man, I miss my homies. Yeah, man, that's a classic song by Wayne, man. I remember when Wayne rapped that to BG at a show, or BG rapped it to Wayne. One of the two. Either way, it was that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see. And now that nigga out, man, we don't know what's gonna happen. But I guess him and Baby squashed it. I guess Baby promised them some shit. I guess Baby need him, for a resurgence, for some hype, some notoriety, or just something new. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to see a nigga out of jail, man. Regardless. So shout out to the Baby Gangster, shout out to BG. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, I wouldn't mind hearing some music, I wouldn't mind, a collab or something, And we'll see where it go, man. I'm sure he up to something. Especially with Turk being out, all the hot boys out. Maybe Baby got something up his sleeve. But at the same time, none of them on the same page, I would say. Wayne had to sue Baby to get his bread and all that shit. So who knows how that relationship is. But one thing I can say, for guys to have that much history and that much past together, only they have the right to say this and that. Us people, we just on the outside looking in, and usually when it's that much history and past, usually they straighten it out. It's not good for outsiders to take sides, cause then when they patch it up and get back right, now it's okay. You were saying this, okay, nigga, you were saying this. So when it's history and they got that bond, they tight like that, just let them work it out however they work it out. All logic goes out the window. Yeah, if that happened to me, I probably want to kill a nigga, but when you got history, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit can get worked over or looked over, and shit can get back right when you got that history and that past together. So I never took sides in it. It's Baby, Wayne. I ain't. It's just what it is. Me as a grown man, my past with my niggas and my friends and just people I know, family members, whatever. Fallouts happen, disagreements happen, anger happen, fuck shit happens. Whether you the one that did the fuck shit or the victim of the fuck shit, that shit happens, and it's only for the individuals that got the history to, they got the last word on that. So just happy to see BG out, and it's good for Baby to come get him and be there. So that's it. SHOWspeaks 27. Hopefully you tuned in all the way to this point. You didn't skip, you didn't turn the video off. You tuned in to your boy, and I appreciate it. I'm giving you quality. I ain't giving you no bullshit. I ain't saying no goofy shit, cause I'm not no goofy ass nigga. Not by the stretch of the imagination. So whatever you get from me is gonna be worth it. And please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's only help your boy out. Help me grow, help the video reach more people. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. Like button is free. Subscription is free. So fuck with your boy on that. Once again, 702 Visions, District 1104, SHOWspeaks. We out.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.